Easy, Hari. Easy. The Bhagavad Gita, Chapter 1, Arjuna's Despair. King Dhritarashtra said, "In the field of righteousness, the field of Kuru, tell me, Sanjaya, what happened when my army and the Pandavas faced each other, eager for battle." So, King Dhritarashtra is currently the king of a kingdom in the Indian subcontinent called Hastinapur. And the King Sanjaya is actually blind, so he's not able to see, and that's why he asks sage Sanjaya to retell him what happened when the two armies met each other. Now, who are the two armies? So King Dhritarashtra had a younger brother called Pandu. Now, since Dhritarashtra was blind and there were also negative omens regarding him, Pandu was given the kingdom to rule, and Pandu was actually a just and wise ruler, and he ruled the country for some time before dying in very interesting circumstances that I will not go into right now. So now Pandu had sons from his wife Kunti, and the names of the sons are Yudhishthira, the oldest, then Bhima, who was the strongest warrior in the kingdom, Arjuna, a wise and a very powerful archer, and then two younger brothers who are twins. Now, so it is thought that the sons of Pandu are just and are righteous. Now, on the other hand, the sons of Dhritarashtra, and Dhritarashtra had 100 sons, are considered more evil-minded and wicked. Now, so it happened so that after the death of Pandu, after some time, the sons of Dhritarashtra were jealous of their cousins, the sons of Pandu, so they plotted against them, and they did so that the Pandava brothers, the sons of Pandu, were exiled to the forest for more than 12 years. Now, before the exiles, the Pandus were actually ruling the world, so that in a way the sons of Dhritarashtra took the true ownership of the kingdom and the true power from them. Now the Pandavas said that when they come back, they want at least half of their kingdom, and when the terms of the exile were over, the 14-year period, and they came back, so they said, okay, so give us our half of the kingdom at least, but the sons of Dhritarashtra said, no way, you're gonna have nothing, so that, so they weren't agreeable to resolve the conflict in any other way, and this war that has been growing for the past 20-25 years actually came to be in the field of Kurukshetra, and the two armies, the Pandavas and the Kauravas, are gathered here now to fight each other. Now, one of the most interesting parts is that two very important and meaningful people, who are the gurus of actually both the Pandavas and the Kauravas. One of them is Dronacharya, who is the guru of Pandavas and Kauravas, as well as their military trainer, and the military trainer. So one of them is him, Drona, and the other is Bhishma, who is basically a grandfather to both the Pandavas and the Kauravas. He's very wise. Now, these two characters, they had pledged an oath to serve the state. So since currently Dhritarashtra is officially the king, they have to protect him according to their oath, and that is deeply meaningful to them. So while especially Bhishma is more agreeable with the Pandavas and knows that their cause is righteous, in the times of war they can't abandon their official stance and they have to protect the king. So here is where the nuance is, and here is where Arjuna's despair comes from. If he goes battle against the Kauravas, he is going to have to fight and try to kill Bhishma and Drona, who are actually his gurus and his teachers. So that's why he's going to feel that he is unable to do that. So now let's move on with the story and see what happens here. So the poet Sanjaya said, seeing the ranks of Pandava's forces, Prince Duryodhana approached his teacher Drona. Now Duryodhana is the son of Dhritarashtra. Drona, and spoke these words, "Look at this great army led by the son of Drupada, your worthy pupil. Many great warriors stand ready to do battle, many great archers, men as formidable as Bhima and Arjuna, Yuyudhana, Virata, the mighty Drupada, Drishtaketu, Chekitana, and heroic king of Benares, Purujit, Kuniborja, Shaibya, that bull among men, bold Yudamanyu. Utabanujas, famous for his courage, the son of Subhadra and the sons of Draupadi, all of them great warriors. Now most honored of priests, look at the great men on our side, the leaders of my army." So now he's going to list his army generals and essential people. "You first of all, Drona, then Bhishma, Karna, the always victorious Kripa, Ashvatthama, Vikarna, the son of Samadatta, and many other heroes, all of them skilled in war and armed with many kinds of weapons, who are risking their lives for my sake. Limitless is this army of ours, led by Bhishma, but their army, led by Bhima, is limited. Wherever the battle moves, all of you must stand firm and make sure that Bhishma is well protected." Bhishma, the grandfather of both Kauravas and Pandavas. Now we have a listing of the most powerful warriors here, and the thing is that these personas are not just humans; that they are half human, half gods in a way. It is not talked about in many sources regarding Bhagavad Gita, but these are very powerful and superhuman creatures, not just humans. Now the soldiers in both armies, many of them are regular humans. So these great warriors, they are able to stand against and kill tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands warriors by themselves. So the most critical part of the battle is going to be between these great warriors and the soldiers are more there to support them. Then Bhishma, the aged grandfather of the Gurus. Let me change the page for you as well so you can follow. Then Bhishma, the aged grandfather of the Gurus, roared his lion's roar and blew a powerful blast on his conch horn, and Duryodhana's heart leapt with joy. Immediately all the conches blared, and the kettle drums, cymbals, trumpets and drums, a deafening clamor. Standing in their great chariot yoked with white horses, Krishna and Arjuna blew their celestial conches. Krishna blew the conch called one from the demon Panchajana. Arjuna blew God-given, ferocious, wolf-bellied. Bhima blew the mighty conch called King Pondra. Prince Yudhishthira blew unending victory. Nakula and his twin Sahadeva blew great noise and jewel bracelet. The king of Benares, the superb archer, the great warriors, Sikandri, Drishtadyumna, Virata, the unconquerable Satyaki, Drupadi's sons, the huge armed Abhimanyu, all of them, O king, blew their conches at once. The uproar tore through the hearts of Dhritarashtra's men and echoed throughout heaven and earth. Now, this is the beginning of the Bhagavad Gita, and it's unlike the rest of it. Here we have a lot of names and some, epic, poetic parts that I don't want to skip. However, those small details and names are not going to be important, and you see yourself that I myself am having some difficulty sometimes pronouncing some of the names, and so don't worry about that and bear with me for now before we get to the more serious parts here. Now, here we first heard of the name Krishna, and Krishna is actually the guru of everyone here. So not only he is the guru of the Pandavas and the Kauravas, but he is the guru of their gurus. He is the guru of Drona and of Bhishma, their grandfather. However, in a very interesting way, because first, Krishna in his current incarnation is actually an uncle. He's actually an uncle to the Pandavas, but in his age he is very similar, and he's actually younger than Yudhishthira, the oldest Pandava, and he is, I think, a little older than Arjuna. However, he's related to their mother Kunti, and well, actually